start recording again for our interview, and you can start anytime.
Over time, on hack forums, there's been repeated topics of discussion regarding the theory that things have dramatically changed. Some say for the best, others for the worst. With the time you spent as staff and a user to the forums, have you begun thinking the same thing? If so, for the better or the worse?
I think HF has room for improvement, but I don't think it's a shithole like everyone thinks it is. Alternatively, I think HF needs to realize that in order to improve our community as a whole, we must improve ourselves first. In the end, I personally think Omni's he knows what's right for HF, and he always has, and he always will, and I think we'll continue to succeed. I mean, we grow 3 times larger every 3 months. I mean, we just passed 7 million posts, and now we're almost at 7.5 million, or 7.3, give or take. But, yeah, that pretty much just sums up that, I guess.
Thank you. A good chunk of the users to hack forums occasionally dabble into malicious or black hat activities. Prior to being welcomed to the HJT team, have you dabbled into them as well? If so, what in particular did you find yourself being a fan of?
I was mainly into botnets. It was always who had the biggest back then and who could spread their file the fastest. It got rather boring after a while, so I eventually moved into web server exploits. After that, I didn't really do too much until I got invited to be on the Hijack This team.
Thank you. What is it, initially, that brought you to hack forums? As the saying goes, details, details, details.
I think a friend of mine, I forgot what his name is, a long time ago, we were in a partnership trying to make money, and his friend that he knew told us we should visit the site to sell some of our stuff. So it ended up being hackforums.net, and I was pretty new to the site when I first joined, and I made an account, posted a couple sales threads, and I eventually just stopped visiting after a while, and there was just a period of time for about 4 to 5 months where I wasn't on hack forums, and that was I stopped going somewhere around the summer of '09, and then I came back around November or December, and then that's when I started getting more active. But I came back on a different account that was later merged by iBruteForce. And like I said, after that, I started posting more. I started donating a lot. My sales threads were doing really good, and I was making a lot of cash, so, I decided to donate to Omni. I donated to a lot of members. I bought a lot of member upgrades, such as Elite and Uber and all that, but now I'm just taking it easy.
In your time being a member of staff, you've dealt with many, many past issues with users. Some never changed their ways and others did. Are there any members right now that you wish would open their eyes and see what they're doing?
I mean, there's always issues with members. I won't be giving any names out, but they definitely know who they are.
Which users on hackforums.net do you feel have the most potential to do great things in their life?
See, the thing is, I really don't like singling people out as examples and putting people on pedestals. I believe everyone has potential to be or do anything they want on hack forums. You just gotta have goals, and you have to stick to those goals.
Understandable. I think most members would begin to feel utter and complete joy if they had been invited to staff by Omniscient. But what was your reaction to it, and how did you feel? Did you feel the same? Do you still feel the same way today?
I was actually very surprised when I received the invitation to be on HF Staff by Omni via PM. At the time, I just felt like there was better candidates, such as a couple other members, than having me on staff at the time. But now today, I feel differently about that because I know staff and Omni made a good choice by picking me.
Have you any personal favorites in regards to members currently? If so, who and why?
Well, to start off with, mainly my favorites are just the admins and staff, Omni, Crow, and just pretty much all of staff. But if I were to say I had any favorites, it's pretty much the only people I talk to personally on MSN, the ones that know me a bit. Pretty much the only people I talk with personally, privately. I mean, there's plenty of them, but there's very few that actually know who I am. And mainly those people that actually know a lot about me are on staff. And the person that actually knows the most about me is the Rated R Superstar.